everybody, this is Kathleen, Paper Crafter. Welcome to the channel, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I have decided to just play around today. I was going to film earlier, but my neighbors decided to have a very loud karaoke moment that kind of sounded like he was being tortured or something. I almost opened my window and yelled out, "Do you need help?" Not very good singing. All right, so I felt like making these little folding things. The other day I was sitting here and just started folding this old paper. I don't know if you guys have boxes like this that's filled with a bunch of scraps and things. Like this one, it's perfect. And I just decided, I saw, God, who was it that I saw making stuff like this? I think there's a lot of people who do these sorts of things. You just fold the paper and then it's a real cute pocket. Let me show you. Let me get a piece of paper that would be, like, for instance, say this is going to be the journal, right? Watch. And that's the edge. You could do a pocket like that and then put decorations on it. You know, not pocket, little, I don't know what you call that, fold over. And look how pretty this one is this way. That could be in the center of a page. I plan to decorate them. And you could do just like one, or if you glue things together, you can do a couple at a time. I like that idea. And so I just want to work on that. So here's a long piece of paper. It's pretty old, so it's pretty fragile. I'm just going to give it a shot. I'm not very good at keeping it straight, but I will try with this one. And just fold over. I figured if the music notes show, that's great. So I'm not very even about the sizes either. Look at. So if I had another one of this paper, I don't think I do. If I had another one, I could make a really long one, right? But I don't. So, hold on. Let me see what I got here. I got a lot of music notes, but I don't think any of them match that. No. And then I just pulled out my glue stick. Haven't used this since I don't know when, you guys. I'm surprised it's still intact. And just put a strip of glue. So this paper that I'm using right now would have been paper that could have possibly been just thrown away. I like to save my things because I never know what it could be good for, right? So let's just glue this down. And then I need to glue the other side. If you wanted to, you could just sew it straight down. That would look real cute too, stitched. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just gluing for the sake of staying filming. I'm haphazard. It doesn't matter to me how even it is. In fact, I like it more when it's not even. Okay. There's that little piece. So now that you know what I'm doing, cover that up. Let's go ahead and do some decorating. Now I have this tray of things, little things like that. That could be cute. Let's see what else it could be on. That one. This could be too long for it, but I do like the contrast. This would be pretty for here, right? So let's consider that one. I also like the idea of just a big flower. That could be pretty. These are all things that are just little pieces of scrap. See? This is things that I just threw in here that I'd like to use that were on my desk. This would be cute, this flower. So let's see what that looks like. There. What if this was here and that was there? No, I don't like that. Okay. I also have a lot of little pieces of scrap. That's cool. It's supposed to hang off a book, but I like that. Could also use a bow. That could just be pretty, something simple. Yeah, let's see. This red button is adorable. I love that red button. It's too big. Vintage. This is a beautiful white button. This could be good right here. Let's just leave that for now. This is beautiful. Vintage. I like the idea of this. Looks black. I think it's black. I like the idea of the black and white. I wonder what this would look like if I double stacked. That's kind of cool too, right? This flower is pretty. And this is really thick. These types of flowers are better, excuse me, are better for the front of your journal unless you have a really thick journal, and then it doesn't matter. I like to make my journals have a big spine so I can put anything I want and not worry about whether it's going to fit or not. You know what I mean? That's pretty. Just a piece of whatever's. I like to layer like that. This needs more. Let's see, I have this sitting here. I wonder how that would look. Possibly. Not thrilled. I think I need a piece of lace. Hold on. That's pretty. That's too big. And see how it looks. That's so pretty, this lace. I love that. I like it on here too. I wonder how that would look on a piece of paper. Hold on, let me see. So if this was like, say, the edge, how would that look? What do I think? Beautiful lace. Look at this, you guys. I love that. It's gorgeous. This is kind of small. I'm thinking it'd be probably good for something like that. That's cute. I like that. But something like this might be really pretty. Look how sheer and beautiful this is. Can you guys see that? Isn't that gorgeous? Maybe this would be good here. Let's see. Kind of like it. How this would be this way. Kind of lose a little fold doing that. Okay. So, hold on. I like this here. What do you guys think? Kind of lose the edging, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Let me get my glue. Excuse the reach. Oh. I screwed the whole thing. Let's go ahead and... Oof. Got stuck. What in the world? Mercy. Okay, I just used that like 20 minutes ago. That's weird. Let's use this other one. I'm going to glue this. And I'm using this and not the other glue because this one sticks. Because I think that's cute. So I think I'm going to start working on a journal. I went back to review one of the videos that I did, which was my favorite things journal. I love that journal. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love that journal. It's wonderful, that journal. I do feel like there needs to be a little bit of something here. How would that look? Problem with that, I kind of feel like it needs to be something else. Look how beautiful that is. I'm sorry, every time I pull out lace and stuff, I just start going crazy and have to start admiring it because it's so pretty. Hold on, let's see. That's pretty groovy. Yeah, see, I don't want to lose that fold. I think it's too pretty to lose. I could put it up top like that, or I could put it on the bottom so it could be on the bottom of the page, or just in the center like that. This is pretty. Look at that. I like that. Get my scissors. And let's get some of the, see if we can get the thread to look a little bit more frayed. I like it when things look old and kind of ripped. See, I like that. We're going to do that. How's everybody doing? Today's Sunday. I have been on vacation for a week, and this is the first time I was able to get into my craft room. It's the last day of my vacation. I thought every single day I'd be crafting. Oh, I was so excited about that. But every day I had something I needed to do, including one day going to an eye appointment or another appointment. And then I did a lot of fun things. And so I was never able to actually do what I thought I was going to do, which was work on, this is so pretty, this black flower. Isn't that gorgeous? You know what would be really cool if I had a little piece of black lace. Maybe that'd be too much black. I'm not sure if I like that. Let's cut a little snippet and see. Let's do this. Make it more in the angle. Different. But you know what? I feel like I need more. Like if it was sheer like that. I wonder if the pink would work. I feel like I need to do more with this piece. Let's go ahead and just for the heck of it, let's cut off some of this pink. Doesn't that look so much better? Just fuller. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. So on Friday, I got the shock. My supervisor called me, which she never calls on my vacation, to be told that where I work, they sold the company to I don't know who, and I don't know what it means for my future. So everything's really up in the air right now. It was kind of a hard day on Friday because I decided to go back into work to inform my staff what was going on. I didn't want them to hear it in a team or Zoom meeting. I wanted them to hear it in person and to reassure them, you know, as best I could. So it was kind of a bummer day, I have to be honest with you. Really not wonderful. Let's try this here, how it would look. Just a little piece of that, this, maybe some of this. I just like the idea of layering different layer pieces. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? I need some drink. I'm not sure if I'm loving that, but I do love the pink. Let's cut it off. Let's cut a piece. Oh, you know what might be really pretty right there? Hold that thought. Some of these strings. I love using these. Look at that. Let's try those two. Let's just see how that would look. I like the idea of having a lot of stuff combined. That could be really cute. Let's cut it. Let's just do it, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, let's just cut some things. I love this stuff here. Let's cut a piece of that. Actually, I think I might do 2 pieces of that. Here. What if I was to tie that? How would that look? Let's use this to tie it. Okay. I like the idea of it being full and have a lot of pieces. Oh, what? Hold that thought. Okay, let me put them back together. This is a tie string. Let's do this. This. It's pretty fragile, so I think I need to be careful. Let's tie a knot. So anyhow, after I broke the news to my staff on Friday. It was very emotional. You know, the unknown, right? You never know what will happen. However, I am assured that my God takes care of me and my needs. And if I need to leave this company, then I will leave. And there will be somewhere else that my talents will be used, right? I'm pretty sure it's all going to be fantastic, whatever happens. At this place or a different place. What do you guys think of all this stuff? I kind of like all that stuff. I'm going to glue it on. Just going to glue back here. Put it here in the center. So I might bypass this altogether. What do you guys think if I did the whole thing? I think it's too much. I think I need just a flower like that. I think that could be real cute, or a bigger one. Hold on, I don't think I have any right here handy. Let me see. Let me see what I got. I got another big bag of stuff. Hold on. Oh, God. Is that beautiful? God, I think that's so gorgeous. That is just stunning. That would have been really pretty, I think, on this one. Look how pretty that would have been. I might tear that apart, maybe. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't work for that, but I'm just got caught again on the beauty of it all. These flowers are gorgeous. What if I had a little sprig of flowers? Let's see what that would look like. Do you think that's too much, you guys? Maybe just the one flower, huh? Okay, let's start cutting. I want to keep some of the greenery. Let's see how this would look. Just the one flower. Either that, hold on. I'm just wondering how this would look with a lot more greenery. Much richer, right? I think I'm going to do that. Let's just get some glue. So I want to start making this, these embellishments to go onto a journal. I feel like I want to do another favorite things journal. Favorite things part 2. Okay, I like that. I'm wondering if I should trim off the width of this. For now, I'm going to leave it, but I could see where here to here, I'm trimming some of this to fit in the journal. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I think that's pretty. I didn't use this, but that will definitely be for another thing. I do like that I used the pink on top. Can't really see the pink. It doesn't feel real pinkish, like compared to seeing it here. But I do like that. It reminds me of those old hats that had the veil in the front. I do like that. Okay. This, it's missing. It's lacking, right? Do you guys think that? Maybe a button here. Maybe I rip it apart. Let's see if I just take this off. Let's see what would happen. Something different. How about that beautiful piece that I was talking about? Hold on. What I really want is to have both ends be beautiful. Hold that on. I'm going to knot this and see what this would look like. This really didn't work. I think the reason I don't like this is because it's a straight edge. What would happen if I got rid of it? Okay, so I like the idea of having that one piece of lace. See how I cut that edge off? It looks so much better to me. So now it looks a little bit more, see that edge is missing? I like it better. And then I'm going to put this on there. Do I want the flat side or that side? I think that side. So we'll cover this here, some glue. Isn't that pretty? I just love that lace. It's so gorgeous. Okay. All right, let's put this in here. No, that in there. There. So this is just using up a lot of scrap stuff that you have. See? Aren't those cute? This little one I didn't do anything with. What I'm thinking about is like a little postage stamp might be cute. Or a little flower maybe by itself. Hold on. Cute that is, right? Could even be a piece of that scrap. That's what's cool about doing this stuff. You can use anything you want. Old, new, doesn't matter, right? Let's just put a little glue and put that on there. Why not? Let's just stick that on there. Then let's put this on there. Okay. I don't like it to look so new. So I do a little bit of, took the flower off, did a little bit of ripping. Let's get my trusty, there we go. See? I just ripped the end a little bit to make it look cute. So I got these. And this, I'm probably going to do something similar. I'm not really sure yet what I want to do with this piece on the end. Let me see what it looks like. A little frayed. Wow, I can tell it's all, it rips pretty easy. Okay. Let's do this, fray this one a little bit. Okay. I think a vintage button would be beautiful right there. That's what I'm thinking. Throw this little piece away. And I had this one. This is needing something here. Hold on. No. I wanted to use this, but I didn't. Let's do something like that. Something little. And how about a piece of this beautiful, beautiful lace? Oh, no, I can't cut that for that. No, I can't do it. It's too gorgeous. It's too gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. Hold on, let me grab another something. Oh, you know what I could use? Look at this. Some tatting. That'd be pretty, yeah? Let's put a little piece of tatting on there. How about let's just cut a little piece right in there. Okay. Okay, what did I do with the tatting? I lost my tatting. Aha, here it is. That pretty? Could be right on the top. See the center? That's so pretty. I love that. I love tatting. It's such a gorgeous thing. Let's just cut a little piece of this while I have it out. Just to give it a little bit of a fuzzy background kind of feeling. Let's put some glue down. Okay. And I'm going to leave this one a little plain. I think I'll probably leave this plain. I'm thinking of even just a piece of lace going down the edge. Watch, let me show you what I'm thinking. Like if you just dropped a piece of lace, how pretty that would look. However, I want to see what I'm going to use it for. It might not be needing vintage. It might need white. So I want to wait on that one. So look how easy that was. Just using all the little stuff that you got lying around. I think that was fun and easy. And this, I made this earlier this morning. Let's move these. And I thought I had so much fun doing this. It's just a bag. And what I did is I glued the little top of the bag and pulled the stuff out. So you can see it better, right? That's the bag. And that little flap that goes on the bottom, I just kind of cut it and opened it and turned it into a pocket. And this is all the scraps. If you've been watching any of my videos, you'll recognize all this stuff. This is scrap leftover wallpaper. And this is scrap ledger. And these are scrap pieces. This is lace and fabric. I wanted to bring the pink through. That fabric I used recently on another project. And I thought how cute these were. These are actual vintage pieces, but I wanted to decorate them. I wanted the colors to match. And this one is so beautiful, that writing. Oh, gorgeous. So that goes in that pocket. See how the pink is being brought up? And look how pretty that is. So that went in here. See? And this is an old card. I put some lace and flower. Look at that side. Now that is a joker. So that went there. And this beautiful postcard, I had this old piece of writing. I put it on there. I glued that, and I thought that looked real cute. See? And then I just put it inside the bag. It does fit easily. I'm just not looking at it because I'm trying to let you guys see what I'm doing. Let's just open the bag a little bit more. How's that? And just slide it in. And I wanted her face to show, so I didn't slide it all the way. If I slid it all the way, this is what you would see. Which is still pretty, right? But I like the idea of the girl. Peekaboo. I could just put it there. And then I thought it needed a little something here. And this is also a piece of vintage imagery. And I just slid that there so you could see the color. And all this stuff was just scrap pieces of paper. The music notes came from like my box of papers like this. I literally just cut. I didn't measure, and I left some of the white bag showing. You could ink the ends of this, and that would probably look really good actually inking. I haven't inked in a while. I'm not sure why I haven't inked. I also think another little something right there. I thought a mini mini flower would be real pretty. You know, something like this right there. How cute that would be. Actually, that might be real cute on here. How would that look? I also put the tile here, M. And if you're wondering why I put M, it happened to be in this little pile of stuff. And I go by my middle name, which is Kathleen. My first name is Marie, if anyone didn't know. So the M also is appropriate for me. And that's what I worked on today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little quick stuff that I made. I think will be really pretty in a journal, which I want to do. And this I thought I could glue this to a page. So I feel excited that I have stuff that I can stash onto my next journal, which I'm hoping to work on this next weekend. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I pray you have a blessed, beautiful week. I pray that all good things happen with you guys and that you continue to love each other, love everybody, those you don't know, those you know, our foreigners, our people who live in our country and who are like us, and people who are not like us and don't believe like us. But, you know, we're called to love each other and to support each other and to help each other. And that means clothing and feeding them and helping where we can. Let's not get hard-hearted, you guys. Let's continue to be gentle and loving and kind as we're directed to. All right, you guys, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.